Starting, starting, starting. And we're live. Okay, this is fun. What's up, everybody? Kind of did this spur of the moment, so hopefully people can hear me. Get my headphones on so I can make sure that people can hear me. How's everybody doing today? Doing all right? Okay. Let's turn that up a bit. Alrighty. Okay. Sweet. Looks like no one is here. That's a great feeling. Kind of makes me feel better, if anything. Real quick, I'll just go over the books that I'm reading right now. I got The Writers. Hello, Julie. How's it going? The Writer's Notebook. Kind of looks cheesy. Ralph Fletcher. We'll see how good that is. Kind of like it so far. Also got The Psychology of Money. I just finished this one, actually. Well, probably like a week ago, maybe. But I still writing my notes. When I read a nonfiction book, especially, I try to use index cards to write out my notes and thoughts and things. So that's cool. And then more recently, I started this book, A Personal Odyssey by Thomas Sowell. Thomas Sowell, of course, I've talked about in some of my articles. He is my favorite economist. Yes, I'm that kind of nerd with a favorite economist. Thomas Sowell, he turned 96 this year, which is crazy. But my wife bought that book for me. It is an autobiography. It's pretty cool, pretty inspiring. Right now, he's telling about his time as a student in Harlem, New York, in Manhattan, and areas like that. So it's pretty sweet. Julie, I think you're the only one on. How's it going? Are you able to drop anything in the chat for me to respond to? Julie, I've noticed, is pretty active on Substack. Has acquired quite the following pretty quickly. Posts daily notes and things, which is really cool to see. Many of them are like sketches and things like that. So, okay, what else do we have going on? A friend of mine recently asked me if I had seen The Odyssey, so I let him know that I was a big fan. If you're not a big fan, I'm sorry to hear that. It's a really good movie. Very, very enjoyed The Odyssey. Thought that it was very good. Can everyone hear me? Am I being heard? Okay. Yeah, not a lot going on here. You can kind of see my bookshelf behind me. This is an awesome coffee mug. It has a lion on it, and then the handle is like a sword. I've had it for a while, but the puppy was playing and knocked it over and broke the handle. I don't know if you can see. So we glued it back together, but I no longer drink coffee out of it. Okay. What else is on my bookshelf? I have a drinking horn. I got this from a place in Flagstaff, Arizona, when I went there with to visit some friends who live down there. And they have a mead hall, which is really cool. So we sat there and played some Settlers of Catan and got just absolutely destroyed by my friend. Same friend who asked me about the Odyssey, by the way. And but I liked it so much. I was like, I need a drinking horn. I've never used it. It's just fun to kind of have. The books behind me are mostly reference material and creativity material. So, like over here behind my left shoulder, I have some books about writing. I have Stephen King's On Writing, Lisa Cron's Story Genius, Zigzag, which is just a book about creativity in general, which is it has outlined steps, which is really cool. And then I also have Bird by Bird by Anne Lamott. I think I'm saying her name right. Lamott, Lamott, something like that. And that book is spectacular. She is funny and intriguing and full of advice at the same time. And to some degree, I'm kind of jealous of the life that she's lived. It sounds tough. She has not had it easy, but growing up, she said that her family would eat dinner, and then after dinner, her dad would the family would go into the sitting room and they'd sprawl out and read. And her dad would spread his legs on the couch and he would read. And then no matter what time he went to bed, her dad always woke up at 5 or 5:30, something like that, and would write until it was time to help get the kids ready to school. And that was his routine no matter what. And I thought that that was really, really cool. It shows the dedication of successful writing is that it has to be like we think of the creative process as something that's like, inspired moment by moment and you're going to feel right. Like kind of like the movies where they have like a music montage. Oh, Winston wants to come say hi. Winston, come here. Come here, buddy. Come on. Come on, buddy. Oh, here he is. He's a good boy. Good boy. Yeah. So anyway, um, yeah. And in the movies, the main character gets some sort of idea, and then this music montage plays as they work through the whole night. But before this, they were, completely uninspired, and that's just not quite the way it works in real life. Stephen King always says that he just tries to get 6 pages a day. If he can just write his 6 pages, make them look pretty clean, edited, good looking, he calls it a day. And usually he's done by lunch. And then most afternoons, he walks about 4 or 5 miles, takes a nap, does some reading, responds to some letters. In the evening, spends time with his family. And he does that pretty much every single day of the year. He only takes off Christmas Day and his birthday, I think is what he said. But it's pretty crazy. Brandon Sanderson is also a behemoth in the creative world as far as how much he has been able to create. And Brandon Sanderson does like 30,000 to 3,500 words a day, something like that. And he makes it pretty good as well. He knows that he's gonna have to edit later. So I think he has 2 different writing sessions every single day, and that's he tries to write a little bit during his first writing session, and then his afternoon session is just editing. And he has so many different projects going on at the same time. Right now, he's still developing his scripts for his, uh, new TV show deal with, uh, those one people, Apple TV for the Mistborn series, I believe. So anyway, as I'm reading these books written by writers who have done it for a living, I realize that the thing that they have in common is that they're actually very hard workers. They're very dedicated and they take it seriously. Stephen King uses an example of some old-timey writer who no matter what, he would write from 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. every single day. That was his so at 7:50 if he wrote the end on his previous manuscript, he would take that manuscript, set it to the side, put a new paper in, and start on his next manuscript in the last 10 minutes. That's what he would do. There was no celebration, no, oh man, I'm done now. I'll just call it a day. I just finished the script. Nope. Every day, 5 to 8. That's his writing routine. And that's incredible. Um, and a lot of these writers are very, very particular about that because they want to get their work out there. They want to get it done, and they have a dedication to their audience, which is incredible. The audience is not owed anything, but I think that giving your audience something can be a good motivator for the author, for the creator. So I'm trying to develop a habit like that. It's very difficult and having, I have to have a full-time job that keeps me busy, usually 50 hours per week, have 2 teenagers in the house, 2 dogs, a wife to take care of, and many other things that are just eating away at my time, and that's fine. So it just makes it more difficult to find the consistent time to do these things. I'm going to hop off here at 7:15. But it's been great to talk to you guys this morning. Maybe next week I'll do the same thing and I can talk to you a little bit about the process that I've been trying to create for myself. Lately, my alarm has been going off at 5:10 every single morning, and then I get out of bed by around 5:30. By 5:30, I'm usually, cup of coffee in hand at my desk right where I'm at right now, and I'm reading my nonfiction book. Usually, I start with the Bible, and then I'll go into my nonfiction book. So sweet. Well, I can't think of anything else to say for now, but well, God be with you guys, with everybody. Hope that we have a fun time today. I hope everyone has a good weekend. Hope everyone can hear me. And God bless everybody in their endeavors. Work hard, live freely, and remember the wind may come, the rain may come and the wind may blow, but there'll still be many miles to go. See you next time. Bye, guys.